so we're going to go over this training, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm planning to do, what my goals were up to this point, what happened, and how I'm training for just how my regular training looks like. It's not going to be too much of the fluff, because I know nobody cares about that, and I'm going to prove that in the end of this video. But as you can see, I'm doing ramping sets of 6. The first set was with around 80 kilos. This is around 100 kilos, a little bit less for both, because the bar is 16 kilos. It's not a 20 kilo bar, but the plates are different. These are not kilo plates, these are actually pound plates. So 20.4 kilos is for the plate. And yeah, so anyways, you saw this is all 6 reps, and my goal for this bulk was to come somewhere closer to my previous numbers that were my best numbers. So I did a top set of 120. This is 110 currently, a little bit less maybe, or no, these are 5 kilo. So yeah, this is 110 for set of 6. Maybe slightly less, but the next set is 120 for a set of 6. These blue plates have actually 11.3 kilos, so it pretty much evens out around 120, maybe 119 point something. So I wanted to hit this before I started thinking about what I'm going to do with my bulk. Am I going to, continue to try to work on my strength a little bit, or am I just going to just start cutting now, currently at 29th October, I think it is October 2025, or not? So as you can see, this was, pretty hard set, but it was 8.5 because definitely one more rep was in me, and maybe even 2, probably 2, but 8.3. So yeah, and this is a drop set. So with let's say 100 kilos, I did 14 reps. I wanted to do 15. One less is quite good. And yeah, just to continue about this, what I wanted to do. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to stress about strength anymore. I'm not a powerlifter. I never train for strength specifically. So as you see here, I very, very rarely go below 6 reps, like almost never. And this is true on the squat too. And on the squat, I wanted to hit 160 kilos for 6 reps. And this is the only reason why I got up to 110 kilos in body weight. Not because I couldn't do it at lower body weight, but I wanted to make sure that I'm safer. So the fatter you are, the safer you will be to lift heavier weights, because muscles aren't the only thing that get adapted. Your tendons get thicker also when you're fatter. Most likely, even bones maybe can be a factor. Maybe if you're fatter, your bones can also be a little bit sturdier, and your joints. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious for anybody who trains for a long time that the heavier you are, the more strength you will have, and definitely the safer you will be. This is the reason why everybody gets fucked up when they are, trying to train for a competition in bodybuilding, and they, drop in weight more and more and more and more. They get leaner and leaner and leaner, and up to a point where I mean, it's in your interest to lift as heavy as possible, to preserve as much muscle as possible, and everybody tries to do that. So they often get hurt. But anyway, this was a big deal for me. So this is a big deal. I wanted to lift 160 kilos for 6 to 10 reps for a long time. I didn't do it since 2022 actually, so that's a pretty fucking long time. I lifted 150 kilos for, a lot of times for sets of 8 to 10, from 6 to 10 actually. But for some reason 160 never really came up, because as I said, I'm not a powerlifter, and my main concern isn't to lift as much weight as possible. And on top of that, quite frankly, being 35, I don't really care that much to have like absolutely huge legs. Even now, I have like 28-inch legs, and they are just rubbing constantly when I'm walking. I constantly have like in between my legs, the hairs get pulled, if that makes sense, when I'm walking for a long distance, and so it's quite fucking annoying, and I don't really care. I'm not a bodybuilder nor powerlifter. I'm just a dude who trains, and I like to train, and I like to do squats because I like squats. So it's pretty simple. That's the only reason why I'm doing them. And this is pretty, common thing that I do pretty much every Monday. This is like a religion. Monday is squatting, and I'm like currently now I'm doing ramping sets of 6. So I'm either doing ramping sets of 6 or ramping sets of 8. And then after I'm done with ramping sets, I sometimes do a drop set and sometimes not. In this case, I didn't do it. So this day felt pretty good, and actually top set of 160 was relatively easy. I could most likely do like 99% sure I could do 10 reps, even more. But since this was a first time in like I don't know how many years, 3 years at least, that I'm doing 160 kilos on squat, I have decided to, chill a little bit. 6 reps was enough. I was very nervous because I'm human, and even though this was not a like super high weight for me, I didn't do it for a long time, so yeah, I was pretty nervous. So yeah, this was 150 for 6, everything was 6 reps across, like I always do, almost always. And I'm mentioning this because I wanted to say that, everybody is uncomfortable. Everybody wants to, pretend they're a hero online, on YouTube or anywhere. And, not everybody is. And most likely nobody is. Everybody is a human, and, I'm just watching the set right now. The second rep. Third. Fourth. And I distinctly remember I was like on the 4th rep, like, am I going to do another 2 reps? I'm not sure, because I don't really want to, and I did it. I'm gonna smile a little bit here because it was finally over. And yeah, this was actually my goal for this bulk. So actually I completed my goals for this bulk, and the only thing I wanted to talk a little bit about now is whether or not I'm going to cut immediately or wait for 1st January. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Strength is coming up really well, and it's fun being a little bit heavier because I feel much safer and much stronger, and I recover a million times better than when I'm a little bit, around 100 kilo. So yeah, it's fun. I haven't been this heavy since 2020, 21. I think that was the last time that I actually spent my whole bulk around 110 kilos. It was maybe at the end of 2021 I was up to 108 kilos, but that was like for a few weeks around Christmas only. But currently I'm sitting at 110 for a longer period of time, and it feels much better. I'm fatter and I don't look as good. But yeah, I'll definitely cut for next summer because I hate looking like shit. But when it comes to lifting more weights, it's much better. Everything goes more smoother. You feel much stronger. You feel better. And yeah, this was a heavy set. Lunges are hard. So this is the reason why I never post this kind of footage, because it's so fucking boring. And I am going to release the program pretty soon, and you're going to have everything explained there. But when I'm doing this, I actually look at these leg extensions mostly as a sort of prehab exercise, and I believe that it's very beneficial for your knees, you know, to do high rep leg extensions. Even Ray Williams said that he's doing like high rep leg extensions and he's just doing it to pump them. And he is the greatest, one of the greatest squatters of all time. So yeah, pretty beneficial, you know, I believe. And you can use them as your, you know, not main exercise, but to push a little bit more weight on it. But you know, whatever you want to do is just fine. In my opinion, like squat and compound movements provide more than enough heavy stimulus. You just need to use these exercises to adjust. You can see I'm doing a superset here. So yeah, program is coming soon. Pretty. I overcomplicated it a little bit. You will see it already has, I don't even know how many pages. So of wall text, and I wanted to mention this also. So for those of you who have enough patience to say up until now to hear me rambling, it's going to be available pretty soon, and I'm going to do my best, you know, to at least film a little bit better videos in the future. So I'm sorry for that, but I don't want to, you know, leave just too long time between videos. You know, I'm going to try to keep it weekly from now on. So yeah, and I guess that's it for this video. And see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.